for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Oregon Ducks offense will go on the attack first. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was...
Snags it, and there's running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Here we go. Ready, go.
The run inside. It's Hill. Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Motion from the wideout. Moore will throw. Oh, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the extra point makes it 7-0. What a quick start for this offense, putting up points on the first drive.
And that's got to feel good, Reese. You've been practicing all week. You've been practicing against the looks you were anticipating to see from this defense. You get those looks, you're able to come out, you run the ball, you throw the ball, and this offense right now is in a groove early.
So Nebraska's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. We get our first look at Anthony Calandria. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only 1 touchdown pass. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give out of the gun. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The big pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 1.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on second down from the 13. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on third down. And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Downfield. Another incompletion on third down. The Huskers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Wants to return it. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back.
Got a little grass. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. On first down, here comes this offense. Running inside, it's Davison. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Throwing more. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. Third down coming. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. The Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Punts it out of the air.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after that false start, now instead of second and short, you've got second and 8. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Oh, they're after him. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Could not make his way to the corner. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. On his way back from the 20. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. defender missed. Touchdown, Ducks! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the right. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. He's got it down the left side. Open spaces. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he puts through the extra point. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Let's see what he can do with the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll go play action with Moore. Buying some time. He's going to take off. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. Line getting set on 2nd down. Dante Moore. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Moore to the air. They've got the screen set up. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. The Ducks are marching down the field. Looking for a gap. It's Davison. Thrust that arm out. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Moore. Got it in the middle. It's Hill.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Trying to run, it's Davison. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And the Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Clark. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got his man to the left. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
He's got an open man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Huskers go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That
intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Here's more to throw. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, this guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play. Now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. Gore from the gun on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Fires on the move. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. What a disappointment. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Snags a quick pass on the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Throws to the back. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Under fire. And down he signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He'll get it away and wisely kick it toward the sideline. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
And, man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like, trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a third down.
Snags it, and he's open. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive pickup. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
That's caught. It's bare. Could be an alley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Got it behind the line. It's Stewart. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Moving out of the pocket. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! The sure hand's in the end zone, and he has 6. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the point after is good. He'll bring it out. It's Mills. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room through quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much pen.
He's loose. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. And the Huskers want to crank the tempo.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Makes a catch. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 27, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll use the running game on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Nebraska, 17.
Coming out with it, it's Bear. Hits it with a stiff arm. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. On the ground with the counter. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll give it to him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Second down coming up. Moore with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. And they'll get him down after a solid return. This offense has it with really good field position. Grab behind the line. It's Barney. The Cornhuskers want to move quickly. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Nelson. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Huskers! They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense.
He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Clark. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense drags him down. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense takes matters into its own hands. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Ripped past midfield, finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. And the Huskers want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Got his man on the outside. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. More play action. Here's the pressure. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The run inside. It's Davison. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Throwing more. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Motion from the back. In the gun on third down, Moore. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Oregon! And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The short hands, it's Hunter. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Finds a man in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Cornhuskers will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33. Give to the running back. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dante Moore. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. They got him, and down he goes. And what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. The Huskers headed quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Here's a heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Got room to... There's some room. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Davison. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And after the really good gain on 1st down, touchdown Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing.
Nebraska, 27.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Mills. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Running inside, it's Ives. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. Great place to start for this offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Makes the grab. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not it.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass.
63, Nebraska, 27.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Clark. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Leaves it with the running back. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Defense looks like they're coming. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead.